But first, more on that breaking news we're following from the U.S. Supreme Court. The High Court deciding two big issues today. Justices issued the decision for a challenge to President Obama's immigration plan. Channel 2's Anusha Rasta is live in Southwest Houston with local reaction to today's tied vote. Anusha.
Sophia, back in 2014, President Obama announced an executive order on immigration policy that would protect certain undocumented immigrants from deportation and allow them to work legally, travel, and even obtain a driver's license for a period of 3 years. After that executive order was issued, Texas and 25 other states sued, claiming that the president did not have the right to make those changes. Now, that case finally made its way to the Supreme Court, and today the justices of the court voted to decide whether or not the government can put President Obama's plan into action and again allow more than 4 million undocumented immigrants to be protected against deportation and to be allowed to legally work, travel, and even obtain a driver's license. Undocumented immigrant adults would have been able to qualify if they met certain residency requirements and if their children were either U.S. citizens or legal permanent residents. The president's proposal would have also allowed young undocumented adults to stay in this country if they were brought here under the age of 16. Today, it was a tie vote in the Supreme Court, 4-4. That means the justices could not reach a final decision, and the president's immigration plan stays blocked. Immigrant families and community activists here in Houston came together in Southwest Houston to watch the court's decision, and they say they are disappointed and saddened with the result.
We will continue to fight. This is not what we expected, but it is definitely something that's eye-opening to us. We need to make sure that we are united, that we continue to fight together, and that we continue to move forward as a whole.
This means that these people are going to have to continue to live in the shadows, going to have to continue to hide, and are not going to be denied the privilege to come out of the shadows and join the U.S. society fully.
And it is important to note that the Supreme Court's tie does not strike down President Obama's immigration policy altogether. It simply means that policy cannot be implemented during the president's term. So the next president will have to decide whether or not he or she would like to pursue this and fight for it. Hillary Clinton has said that she would fight for it, while Donald Trump has said he would not. Reporting live in Southwest Houston, Anusha Rasta, KPRC Channel 2 News.